All right, everybody. I just I've been wanting to do something a little bit more in the office, not so much in the truck, and I've decided I am going to start with my online ordering process. So this is one of the primary reasons that I did choose to go with Docket. I am a huge fan of their program, and I just wanted to kind of showcase some of its capabilities in a little bit different of a fashion because I think that my process is probably one of the more unique ones across the system. So I have been with Docket for 2.5 years now, basically since the beginning of the business. Now things have changed a lot over the years, so I originally started with just the backend program. Today I am mainly going to showcase the front end of the program, which is the customer side, the side that people are going to be looking at if they go to my website, and some of the capabilities and the unique aspects of it. So let's just jump right in. If you were to want to get a dumpster from MAXCO, you would go to my website, MAXCODumpsters.com. You will see this screen right here. Okay. Now, my whole entire website is essentially piggybacked off of Docket because when you sign up for Docket, their premium service, they include a WordPress website. But my site and its presentation is 100% different than what you would get from them because I have gone through and tweaked every single thing. There's not one thing in here that was handed to me. I have changed my header, I've changed my hero section, I've changed all the verbiage, I've changed you name it, it's been changed. So this is completely done by my hands. I will say that I did take a lot of inspiration from a few different people. I have a lot of different parts of the site, but right now I'm going to focus on the online ordering. So if you were to go to my website, you're going to be able to book a dumpster in a few different spots. You have the reserve a dumpster portion right here up at the top. And then if you scroll down just below my hero section, so real quick, get straight into it. I have my dumpster options. I have the pricing. I have descriptions for each one. And then I have a little button that allows you to select which one you're interested in. So if you were to want to see all of my options, you can go to the reserve a dumpster right here. It'll take you to the cart and it pulls up a verify address section. Now, I'm going to do this on a specific one. So let's say we want to order a 15-yard dumpster. We can come here to this button. Now, each one of these are individual links, which I'll circle back around to in a minute, but it is important information that you understand some of the unique differences. So on our different links, let's say I want to reserve a 15-yard dumpster, pulls up the address section. Now I'm going to show you what happens if you are outside of my immediate service area, and then I'm going to show you what happens when you're inside of it. So I took a address in Miami, which I am not going to be driving down to anytime soon, and I put that in here. Now when we go to verify the address, it pops up as service not available. All right. Now I can make this say whatever I want to. That is what I have it say. Sorry, we cannot offer products in your area through this checkout process. Please try calling us at business phone number and we'll do our best to help you. Okay. Now let's try a different address. Let us say you are a contractor working at Amalie Arena, which is the home of the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right. That is in my service area. It's a little bit of a drive, but it is essentially in there. So 401 Channelside Drive, Tampa, Florida. Okay. Boom. Amalie Arena pops up. It shows them a nice map, shows the grid of downtown immediately surrounding it, just to give people an idea. This is where it's going. So obviously if that was incorrect, you would put try again, but in this case, that is what we're going for. So looks correct. Now we move on to the next screen. Now, if you were selecting all of my products, you'd have the option of the 15, the 20, and the 20-yard dump trailer all right here, but because we know we want the 15-yard dumpster, that's the link we selected, this is the only option available. Now, if you wanted to, you could make this up to 2 days portion a drop down. You could have it say as many options really as you wanted. So you can do a 1 day, a 7 day, you could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you name it, whatever option you want to put in there, 14 day, doesn't really matter. My process has become much more customizable and simplified at the same time. So by default, all of my service options include 2 days. After the 2 days, it's $25 a day. And by default, I include no tonnage, and you can add tonnage in a moment. And I'll show you that in just a second. So When you have this, you can do them. I forget what the options are called, but one is card and the other is icon, I think, something along those lines. So in this case, I have the large option available. So when you pull it up, it's everything is kind of right there in front of you. You can customize what you want this to say. So I've made it pretty simple. I describe my process, give you some details, lay kind of the foundation of things you're not allowed to, and then you can just select to add it to the cart, take it on and off. Now in this case, Amalie Arena is 14 miles beyond my 20-mile radius. So it is 34 miles from my home base. So the system automatically calculates $5 a mile after 20 miles. It'll put in a distance charge of $70. So right now the customer can see they get their dumpster for 2 days. Price is $320, and we have not included any tonnage yet. Now you get to go in here and enter your information. So my name is Bob McDumpster. I work for Bob McDumpster Construction. Oh, construction. There we go. And my email is bobneedsadumpster@gmail.com. All right. Put in a nonsense phone number. All right. So another thing that they do that's pretty cool, these are all customizable. You can put in the notes to be whatever you want. So what type of material are we disposing of? It is going to be construction debris because we're working on the Amalie Arena. Do you understand the contents must be water level with the top of the dumpster and not exceeding it? Yes, I do understand. Do you understand we do not allow dirt, concrete, food, liquids, paint, TVs, and tires in our dumpsters? Yes, I do understand that. And then placement notes. Where should I drop it off? Right out front of the arena. Let everybody take a look at it. Now below that, they have the calendar. The calendar is going to give us the option of selecting our date. I'm going to have the crew come on Friday the 5th, so right after 4th of July. Hopefully they're not all hungover and they're ready to work. So, all right, from here, this is where my process gets a little more fine-tuned to me here at MAXCO. So when you initially put your process together, you don't have to have multiple shopping cart options, but my process has 3 total store options. So my stores are going to be my dumpster size, my weight allowance, and then my additional coverages. So initially the dumpster includes 0 tons, bills at 7 cents a pound if you don't select any prepaid tonnage. And if you do select prepaid tonnage, you save quite a bit. So you can select no prepayment. So this would just be, I'm not going to be choosing any disposal amount. I will bill at 7 cents a pound at the end. If someone say like they wanted to do a very large dumpster with, fill it full of feathers, then they might not need a lot of weight allowance. So this would be a good option for them. But in the case of a contractor, for example, I'm going to at least want 1 ton, which is going to be $50, very discounted rate. And if they're going to be doing a lot of weight, they might select the 2 ton, the 3 ton, the 4 ton op. So in this case, we're going to go with the 2 ton option, and we're going to have the crew going in there, doing some drywall, doing some flooring. Now you move on from there, it goes to the additional protection. This additional protection is going to be your surface protection. So you get the option of prepaying for rolly skates or boards, depending on what the conditions call for. You also have the option of prepaying for cancellation insurance. So this would guarantee you the ability to cancel your rental for up to 100% of a refund. And then even if it has been delivered, and then let's say I drop it off, you call me up, say, hey, I know you just dropped off the dumpster. I haven't put anything in it. I'm not going to be able to do the job. Go ahead and pick it back up. I would refund you half the cost of the service. So let us say we're going to go with the complete protection package. We're going to do the surface protection and the cancellation insurance. The contract then will pull up. Go ahead and read through all the details and information. You select that you have read, sign on the dotted line, select next, and now you have your information gets put in there, and it shows you everything that you're going to be paying for, and then you go ahead and place your order, right? So It totals out everything for you. If you have a complete breakdown, everything right there, it is hard to dispute that you know what's going on. And then you pay for your dumpster and it shows up. So nice and simple. I think it is a very useful product. Let me just jump in, I'll show you what the all products one looks like real quick before we move on. So this one, if you select my all products option, the 15, the 20, and the 20-yard dump trailer. So just gives you some flexibility in how things are done.
Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to let you know Docket has actually sponsored the channel. They have given me an affiliates link, so check the description down below. If you sign up with the MAXCO link, you will actually have your startup fees waived. So I just wanted to let you know, if you're even thinking about going with Docket, sign up for a free demonstration. Let them show you what the program actually has that's available to you. And if you do sign up via my link, you will get all your startup fees waived.
Now, the back end. So let's say you've seen now what the customer goes through, but you want to see what's it look like on your end. So there is an online booking tab in your Docket back screen. Mine is the premium, so I get the option of doing as many stores and as many products as I want. I can go in here, make my product sets whatever I want them to be. So my 15-yard roll-off I have as a product set. My 20-yard roll-off I have as a product set. My 20-yard dump trailer I have as a product set. My prepaid tonnage, all product sets. So it just lets you go in here and kind of fine-tune and customize things how you want. This is that description section I was telling you about. So you can go in here, change the image, change the description, go in and change your pricing structure, how you want it to be set up, your availability, how many you have. You can really go in here and do some pretty incredible stuff. Now on the storefront side, right? So I believe only the premium has access to unlimited storefronts. I could be wrong, but that's how I remember it from when I signed up for the online program part. Now, when you select your storefronts, I have my all products. So I can go in here and let me see. Here's my product list. I can go in here and determine what products I do or don't want in there. So I can take stuff out, put stuff in, kind of fine tune each additional link. So if, let's say, someone wants to only book my 15-yard dumpster, I just go to my 15-yard dumpster link, I send them that link. If someone doesn't know what they want, they just want to browse through my options, I would send them my all products link. Now, another thing I do, which is very useful, is I do a test workflow option as well. So in this case, I have, I have my test workflow, so I can go in here, and this is offline, so no one, it technically is online, but there's no accessible link. You would have to have this link to even access it, so I'm the only one that touches it. But essentially it would allow me to kind of play around with my settings in advance before they go live on my website, just kind of see how everything flows, how I like it, and go from there. So when you're doing this, how I showed you before, where I have the different product sets. So this right here is your, what I would call signal flow. It's what we learned in audio school. So signal flow would be your start to your finish, where everything routes, right? So starts off on my service address lookup, but if I didn't want it to start with the service address, I could start it with your contact information. I could start it with the dumpster, whatever you want. I choose to start it with the service address because it makes the most sense. It tells people right away whether they're available or not available to book online. Then I can go in here and select my products. You can change what information is displayed. You can change how it is displayed. So list mode or card mode, right? Just shows you the bigger icon, lets things get broken down a little bit nicer. And then you can change, for example, let's see here, what notes are going to be for the customer there to read. So I can change those to be whatever I do or don't want. And then obviously your additional products, your terms of service, you can change your contract, you can change how it captures, what it captures. One thing that I do that's a little unique is, instead of my thank you for order screen popping up, when you get to my terms and conditions, you enter your payment information, I immediately redirect to a checkout landing page. So it's a way of tracking conversions, and it's a way to kind of change what displays when they get finished up. So I think that's a really cool way to do things. Everyone obviously can have their own process. If you don't want to do online ordering, that's, that's your right, but I do think it is the future. So if you want to be in a business like this, I think it's a no-brainer. Before we move on, let me just show you one last thing that I think is really useful also. You have the sessions option. So in this case, I actually did the last two that are in here. You'll see a lot of unknown users, people that are jumping in, starting to fill out information, people that do finish information. I actually had two people get started while I was in the middle of playing around with stuff today. So you can see my Bob McDumpster. And then this is one that would be Bob McDumpster as well. It looks like two other people were on the site and got started and jumped out for whatever reason. So just a lot of cool little things that you can do. Play around with your workflow, change up how you do or don't want to operate your business. But I just figured that would be a cool little way to showcase some of the power that Docket has and some of the advantages of using something like Docket software, that it is much more customizable than things have been in the past. And it allows you to not have to answer the phone to answer so many questions, which I think is a great blessing. So that is all. Hopefully you guys found some value in this, and thank you, Docket, for supporting myself and the channel and kind of the dumpster community as a whole. They have been now very recently a big part of getting these dumpsters events sponsored and kind of more formal. And I appreciate all their support, and I look forward to using their program in the future, even though I've been using it long before they were even involved in helping me out, because I just think it's awesome. So with that said, everybody, have a great day. I appreciate you tuning in. Have a good one.